Hello students, welcome to this online course of engineering mechanics. So we have started this chapter of center of gravity and moment of inertia of mass as well as area. So in the previous lecture we have seen some basic definitions, some symmetric principle, when the symmetry is there, how we are going to locate the center of gravity, and we have solved one problem for a right circular cone which was horizontal. So today let us solve one more problem to give you some idea. So today we are going to determine the center of gravity of solid hemisphere of radius r from its diametral axis. So we have to determine the distance from the axis which is along diameter. So let us draw a hemisphere. So this is a hemisphere. Let us say the center is at O. This is x-axis, this is z-axis, and the radius is given as r. Okay. So we have to calculate the center of gravity. So first check whether this is having any symmetrical axis or not. So if we are seeing this axis, that is z-axis, so we are not having any mass this side, so this cannot be the symmetrical axis. Let us check for x-axis. So this is our x-axis. So what we are seeing, whatever is here is the mirror image of this side. This means this axis is the symmetrical axis, which also means that the center of gravity will lie on this axis somewhere. So we have to determine that distance. So for circle we know this equation is valid. Any point which is at a distance of r can be determined as axis z square plus x square, or we have to determine the terms in the x. So we will replace every z term. Clear? So this is z square will be r square minus x square. Now let us determine the volume. So let us consider a small strip. So its width is dx. Okay. So volume of elemental strip, which is dV. So it will be into dx, I guess. Yes. So this is a cross section of circle. This is hemisphere. So this strip is having the cross section of circle. So that circle is having area pi z square. Okay. This is, if this is z, so the area of this cross section is pi z square multiplied by the thickness. So area into thickness will give us the volume. Now calculate the weight of elemental strip. This is d W. So W will be integral of dW, which will be equal to volume into specific weight. Specific weight is, let us assume, gamma pi z square dx, or this is gamma, this is pi, z square is r square minus x square dx, and x is varying from 0 to r, then only we are going to cover this whole hemisphere. So this will be 0 to r. So weight is coming out to be gamma into pi r square into x minus x cube upon 3, limits are 0 to r. So gamma into pi r square into r minus r cube by 3 minus 0. So this is coming out to be 2 by 3 gamma pi r cube. Okay, so this is the weight of this hemisphere. Now we know this W into x will be equal to 0 to r x times dW. This is, we are able to write this from Varignon's theorem, that each small element will the moment of each small element about the axis will be equal to the total weight multiplied by the moment of total plate with respect to the center of gravity. So x bar will be equal to 0 to r x into this dW is pi r square minus x square into gamma into dx divided by W. So gamma into pi 0 to r square x minus x cube dx divided by W, or r square x square by 2 minus x raised to power 4 upon 4, the limits are 0 to r divided by W, or this is, so r square by 2, so r raised to power 4 by 2 minus r raised to power 4, so this will be r raised to power 4, and this is divided by 2 by 3 gamma pi r cube. So this is 3 by 2 into r by 4. This means x bar is 3 by 8 into r along the x axis. So in this way you can determine the center of gravity. So you are free to solve as much problems as you want to solve. So in the next lecture we will be discussing the center of gravity of composite bodies. So this chapter is very easy if you are solving the problems more and more, and you are free to ask the doubts. So we have solved two problems. In the previous problem we have determined the center of gravity of cone. In this problem we have determined the center of gravity of the hemisphere. So this is all for today. In the next lecture we are going to study center of gravity, how we are going to calculate center of gravity of composite bodies, because in the real field problems we are not getting only small or very simple figures like cone. In the real field we will be getting composite structures, like it will be a composition of maybe a square, a cube with a sphere. So combinations are possible. So we should know how to calculate the center of gravity of those types of bodies. So this is all for today. Thank you.